All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. Have no fear. Your boy Ace is here.
Last but not least, we got Jew.
Oh, man, what it do? It's your boy, Jew.
He is running out of he is running out of material.
Yo, just know it served its purpose. I didn't even have to say my next line. That's how fire it was.
Yeah, the brain freeze.
Yo, okay. That was from y'all never watch Mute Spitter? If you ever know Super Hot Fire on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, go watch Mute Spitter. Look it up. And then send us a like. You know what I'm saying? Just for sending y'all.
Listen, man, this clip was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers. A very, very interesting video. And it's actually something I think, I don't know, me and Jew had this conversation personally. I don't know if we talked about it on Roche. I don't know. But we're going to play this video and we're going to come right back to it and give our thoughts.
I had a homegirl, right? She had an encounter with a guy. She was on him. She hella liked him, whatever. She called me the next day. She was like, yeah, we did whoop whoop. And I was like, cool, right? A year or so passes. She meets a guy that she's really serious with. And then she's like, so I was thinking about that one guy I was with, and I think he raped me. And I was like, you totally wanted him. You totally called me. You totally told me all the details. Yeah, like, damn. What do you mean right now? But I think it was like the shame that I think she felt that she allowed herself to go there. And then when she met a serious guy, I think to herself, she was trying to make it seem like he overstepped or whatever. But he was like way tossed and she wasn't way tossed. Like she was fine. I think about shit like that. And I'm like, God forbid my sons were to have an encounter with a girl. She fully is, you know, fine with things. And then months later is like, the shame that I feel is uncomfortable, so I'm just gonna say that you took advantage of me. Hell no.
That's crazy, man. What's your thoughts on this?
Yo, this is the rhetoric that for decades been getting men in trouble for innocent men. I ain't gonna lie to you, know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of accusations, and this is why stuff like this is why you can't trust a word of all women. I mean, it's dangerous to trust that, because this is one of her good friends, I'm imagining, maybe her best friend. She's telling the encounter to, and she has to be the logical one to be like, no, you was on him. Like, you know what I mean? To tell her what really went on. Because in her head, she's telling herself that she was raped, which is crazy, bro. Like, I really had no words for that, because it's like, yo, anybody could be in that situation, man. Okay, all right.
Shout out to me real quick. Like,
all right.
You go next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I earned the right to go next.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, you know what this reminded me of, actually? There was one a show we were supposed to have, and we was going to bring up the corporate situation where
corporate, man. Oh God.
You want to explain that situation real quick? I think it kind of correlates. Like,
it definitely kind of correlates, man. But corporate, he do skits or whatever. So he had this skit where he was with a shorty. She came over to his house. They was drinking, having a good time.
I remember that video.
Yeah, they went to the room. Shorty ended up being low dress or whatever. He was also low dress. They end up, having intercourse. And then the next morning, she left, good. And then the police came to his house and say, yo, you under arrest for what she's being accused of. What Shorty was trying to accuse dude of. And I felt strongly about it, because like, I've been in them situations, not where police came to my house or whatever, but
choose your words wisely.
Yeah. we both been intoxicated, and we ended up having sex.
Nowadays, that might still be wrong somehow.
But I'm saying, yeah, one of them women could have changed their mind and said, I didn't want to do that. So I really felt strongly like really, that, like, you know what I mean? That's crazy to me. So this is the exact same situation. So I'm just like, at what point do you really have consent for a woman? Because she's talking about a year later, she meet a dude that makes her feel different, and now she looking back like, oh, I was on him, but I wasn't on him like I'm on this dude. So it's it's great. No, it's not.
Yeah, this stories like this just lets me know that honestly, nothing is truly consensual because everything it all relies on the woman. Y'all can have a verbal agreement. You can have all she has to say was he took advantage.
I changed my mind.
Just like how she said. Like, so consensual is a word that we throw around a lot, but I don't think it really holds any weight. Like, especially it don't hold weight in court. You know what I mean? Like, she said he was more drizzt than her, and somehow he's still being held accountable. Just like in that scenario, they both were drizzt, but it's still. I guess it's still on the onus is still on men, even though they both drizzed. You know what I mean? And then women gonna say, "Oh well, you got her drunk," and whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
So this is a very dangerous scenario for a lot of men, and this is why I encourage men to number one, control your lust. I'm learning that at my age, like
for sure,
controlling your lust is going to save you a lot of.
Bro, but that's not an easy task. You saying you learning at your age, bro. It's a very hard thing to do.
Especially
you know what I'm saying? Like you saying, I don't know if you're saying it like that, but how I'm hearing is just like we should know, but it's very hard when the access to sex is so easy and that's all that's being promoted in front of us.
What I'm saying like is that, be more, I always say vet women probably, but don't just put yourself in a situation. Like sometimes men will just be around a ton of women. Like, you know what I mean? It reminds me of that Kevin Gates live stream when he was with Playboy Max, and he had mad random women in his studio at the time when he was live streaming.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, you know these women? He's like, nah, they just, they're beautiful women. They just around. He's like, yo, that's a dangerous situation.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
So I'm saying
I
stuff
agree.
like that. When you put yourself in dangerous situation because of your lust and you just want to, they're attractive. You don't know, like you really don't know, and you setting yourself up for failure. Yeah. Or you set yourself in a situation on some toy lane shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's wrong place, wrong time because of, X, Y, and Z. So it's a scary situation. And I don't think a lot of women they don't see the validity in the conversation until they have sons. And now you actively thinking about
for sure.
That could be your son in that situation. Like, you know what I mean? And are you still gonna be believing all women when it's your son or when it hits home, or is your brother, your father,
I was gonna say that. I implore all women when you're thinking about making a decision like this, put yourself in on the other side of the table, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if it was your brother, your son, your father, your uncle, whatever.
That's the only time they think of that.
Because you really got to think about this, because this woman is a very logical woman. I mean, she's hearing it from her tell the story, but she's thinking about it from both sides. She heard it from her friend, but she's thinking about it. Oh, what if that was her son or whatever? So she's very logical. Shout out to her, and I implore women to think like her.
Hold up. We can't give her all those kudos.
Wow.
Because I want to bring a very important part. This is what she thought, and she only thought about that because she thought about what you guys brought up. If she had a son and he had to deal with that, and this is the problem with society. We don't know. There's countless women in the world that have the same thing, change of mind. And I'm not saying that some people were, victims, but there's a lot of scenarios where they're not victims. The friend hears that same said story and don't say nothing. We don't know if she held that friend accountable. We don't know if she accused that man of that, and that man went to jail. Because 9 times out of 10,
life ruined.
Life ruined. So countless football players, artists, doctors, average Joe, whatever, your neighbor, all at risk because a woman changed her mind. And when said woman who feels she knows her friend is wrong will never call her friend out in front of the public. Now, she said these thoughts on this video, but Lord knows, we don't know if she really held her friend accountable. She said she knew the real truth, but that don't mean she exposed her. Most women don't expose their friends. They stand with them. They don't hold them accountable. They run with them.
Can we play the end of that video real quick?
Play it. And let's even bring up our experience. Like when we had women come on the show and they say, hey, I don't even agree with her. I just knew she was a woman and I didn't want her to feel like she was by herself.
Right.
So how frequently do we hear that? And when you hear women say they've been abused or they've been this, they've been that, when they friends may know the real truth.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna tell the police that no, my friend really antagonized him? My friend. We can even bring up the Tory Lane situation. We don't know the you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they don't hold their friends accountable, and they're not getting their friends in trouble. Women stand by women and die by women.
A year or so passes, she meets a guy that she's really serious with. And then she's like, so I was thinking about that one guy I was with, and I think he raped me. And I was like, you totally wanted him. You totally called me. You totally told me all the details. Like, what do you mean right now?
I mean, I think she said to her friend, like, what do you mean? Like, you told me you wanted it. You told me you was toast, blah, blah. I think she held her friend accountable.
Okay, so
in this
okay,
context.
so if she said that to her friend, you think if her friend go to the police, she gonna tell the police that what her friend is doing is wrong?
You gonna take the stand?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And that's a no. Like, you know what I'm saying? This how the screen said, hell no. Like, I mean, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yo, man, listen, this is a dangerous scenario. I know we making jokes about it, but it is a dangerous scenario for men to be in.
That is fucking crazy.
Sure, right on it.
Or
But again, let us know your thoughts in the comments, man. Is this dangerous rhetoric to have? Have y'all ever been in a situation like this? Like, hopefully not. Like, but if y'all have, let us know in the comments.
and I want to hear from the women, man. Y'all gonna hold your friend accountable? Y'all gonna go all the way and tell the police that nah, that's not how it went down? Let me know in the comments.
And if y'all got any more clips, you know, I'm the showboat, and I just gotta, you know, if y'all got any more clips, like, you know what I mean? Y'all can send this on Daily Wrap Up Crew across all social media. You can hit us up. Links in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We got new content dropping every day. Join the YouTube membership and Patreon. We got a lot of live streams going over there. We bringing it back to pods. We got a lot of exclusive reactions, content. We got interviews coming up, and y'all don't want to miss that. So make sure y'all tap into that Patreon. And that's a wrap, man. We see you on the next one.
You're ready.